welcome to Review Time with Islip. I am Islip, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Power of the Primes, Dinobot Snarl. So, here he is. He's a Stegosaur. He actually looks pretty decent. He has weapon storage for his weapons. They look a little silly, but this is what the packaging says to do. You can also take his sword. There's a that peg is a flat peg. There's actually a flat slot right above, and you can stick it in there if you want to. That actually looks slightly better, but not really. There's like a slot here. I don't think that's really for this weapon. So move it to the side, and then of course there's the hand-foot gun thing, which if the insides of the knuckles here, these square areas were painted, it might look like the gun that they keep trying to make it look like, but it doesn't look like a gun. It just looks like a hand with knuckles folded up on the side of a Stegosaur. So we're just going to move this over to the side, and we're going to focus on our little pal Snarl here. He's got Power of the Prime, not Power of the Prime. Well, he's got Prime Master / Target Master, not Target Master, Titan Master pegs, so you can peg him on here if you want to, and he can walk with them standing on his plates for some reason. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but that's a thing that you can do. It's an option. So, okay. He has no articulation in his head. His mouth does not open at all. His legs do move. His front legs are one piece, and they're short. And it's great because the back legs are now the long things, and they're in proper proportion to the original toy, where you don't have to overly bend the front legs to make it match up with the back legs, which are usually, puny. Excuse me, sorry. He's got rotation here, not rotation. Well, I mean his front leg can move around almost a 360. It gets stuck, but I think you can just push it past there if you want to. Yeah, you can. It's got, I guess they're called detents to freeze it where it needs to freeze, I guess. Back legs rotate 360. They're on a ball joint. They're also on this little, I'm not sure what that's called, but it's on that. You can put the legs out like this if you want him to be like he's peeing on something. You can do that. Your toy, it's up to you how you want to do stuff with it. Anyway, rotation at the mid thigh, which is going to be the upper bicep, and the leg bends at the knee, and that's it. The toes don't move. The toes are molded in that position, and the tail doesn't swing. It is just, I was going to say one piece, but it's not. It's two pieces that are locked together, and that is that. So let's go ahead to the robot mode. Let's go ahead and lift the camera up a little bit. That we're going to have to do. So first thing you want to do is pop that up like that. Just get that up. Or you could start at this end if you want to. Bring this part down and split everything. Get the legs out the way. You can actually split. Oh, this is one of the few times that the plastics, it's a different kind of plastic, so it pegs in really well. You want to, ideally you want to split this part here, but it's not being idyllic. Why don't you want to open? Pry you open. I need you to open. Come on. There we go. And that has to open. And this door here has to open so that we can swing the legs through and around like so, and then close them. It's too bad you can't put the dino head in the inside of the leg. You close it and bring that down, and close it. And you are done with the legs once you get them closed. And this one doesn't want to, there we go. Close, well, not done with the legs. So you had to put these where they belong, which is down along the side. Like you can see sort of the shape of the leg there. It doesn't fit there perfectly, but that's where it's supposed to go. And then you just kind of put it like that. So now we go to the top, and I wish I was better at transforming these neatly on camera, but yeah. So rotate what's going to be the arms down. We want to split this and keep it back, and then get the head out. Close this back up and rotate the arms on this little post here. Pivots up, locks into place. And then get the hands out, which thankfully are not as bad a pain as with sludge, excuse me. And there you go. You have your Power of the Primes Snarl, and he looks great in his robot mode. I think that Sludge pulls off the robot mode the best out of all of them. But he does a pretty good job. Take a look at that face. The face is pretty nice. Again, really nice face sculpt. I think his face sculpt and Sludge's are the best. I think I like Sludge the best of all of them. His head kind of looks a little bit like Sideswipe's head, if I'm honest. So, he's pretty nice. He is pretty nice. I do like him. So we go over articulation. Again, there'd be 360 if the back plates weren't in the way. If you want to, you can put these back plates out like this, but I don't know why you'd want to do that. It just makes more sense to leave it up. You can do that. His arm rotates on the upper or middle of the arm, or the bicep, the top. I guess the top of the bicep, the really big shoulder. Words. I'm out of practice, but it rotates. He's got an elbow bend. It doesn't have that ratchety feel like all the other ones do, but it's still pretty solid. His hands do bend in, but only for transformation. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do the articulation. The articulation with him and Sludge is exactly the same, just rotation all the way. A little bit of wigglies, and that's about it. That is about it for that. He's got a waist. It's a proper waist. It's not like under the waist at the crotch area. So turning it doesn't look funny at all. Legs can go, how far can you go forward? Legs can go that far forward. That's as far as they'll want to go. And then about that far back. Out about that far. Rotation 360 at the knee, at the upper thigh. The knee bends. It's a pretty good knee bend, and that's it. You get no feet articulation. So let's see. We can get him in a fairly dynamic pose. So, yeah, we can get him in a decent pose. His leg articulation is enough to do something. And then you can take this thing and put it in his hand as a gun, because that's what they tell you to do. Again, it just looks like he's got a fist with the hands tucked up. And then he comes with a sword instead of a gun. And it's a nice looking sword. It's clear. I don't know if I like that it's clear. I think I'm probably going to end up painting it. But it's a nice shape. I like it. And of course, you can wear this as the Prime armor, just plugging it into the front here. And then just tucking everything. And now he's got his Prime armor on, which looks dumb. And I don't see any place on the back that you could put it. So he's either wearing the Prime armor or holding it. There's no other kind of storage for him. And he looks pretty good. The Prime armor. So let's go ahead and transform him. We're going to transform him into an arm. So what we're going to do is pull this back here, flip his head down, close that up, and take this off here. Fold his his hands in. Let's get his arms situated. We gotta open this up and pull this piece here down so that he's got a place to plug the hand in. And close everything back up as neatly as possible. Possible. Okay. Close that. And that's actually probably going to help keep. Oh, it didn't keep it closed. I was going to say probably help keep it closed, but okay, yeah, it's helping keep it closed. So that's pretty good. Let's see. We'll turn you this way, and then the arms, I believe, turn around this way and plug in. Just flip around and plug them in, and then we pull out the peg here. This can probably just stay up, and there you have we should probably plug a hand in. There we go, and there you have an arm, and it's a pretty good arm. It's pretty nice, actually. Feels solid. It came apart. Of course it came apart. It doesn't peg in very well. Like, I feel it like it wants to peg, and oh, there it goes. Never mind. It's in. No, it's out. I don't understand why it keeps doing that. But oops. But there we go. We've got our little hand, fist, arm thing going on. So leg mode. We are going to probably do this because this has to come up, and then this goes like this. All right, we have to open this up and tuck that back in and get these out of the way for now. And we rotate these around and rotate it around so that we're almost like we're transforming him back into his dino mode. So we get that like that. Are you in there correctly? You look like you are. And we close this back up. And close you back up, but you're not closing up. Why aren't you closing up? There we go. We'll split this first, and then we close it. Okay, we have to have it split first, and then we can close it up. Okay, so that's that. These are supposed to come like this, and then these. They're supposed to go. Oh, I see. Then these come down, and then this plugs in like right here. Will plug in down here. Let's see, that will plug into that. Okay, and do the same with you. Come on. Rotate you around. Plug you in. I feel like I'm missing a step somewhere, but I'm not. Oh, I'm not. That's it. So then you end up with this, and then you can put. Feels like. Are you? You're not. There we go. You're supposed to be in more. Okay, there we go. I was wondering, I'm like, this doesn't look right. Okay, this goes here, and now you have a leg, and then you can take the hand foot thing, put it on the back here, rotate that around, and there you got supposedly extra stabilization. So we go have it that way, or rotate it around like this so it looks a little bit better. And that's it. And then the sword, really don't know what you can do with the sword. You can plug it into the side again and have it like that. So, yeah. Yeah, that is Power of the Prime's Snarl. It's a pretty okay figure on its own. The few gripes I do have is, like, if you look here, the tail looks like it's warped. It's always pushing instead of being shut like this. Watch when I let go of it. See? Because it's this almost soft. It's like a softish plastic. And I can understand they're doing it for safety reasons, but it sucks because it doesn't hold where it's supposed to hold. The bottom part, though, the bottom part works pretty good, like it's supposed to. So yeah, it's not a bad figure. I'm glad I got him. I've got all of the Dinobots, and yeah. So then we go on to Volcanicus for the next review. The real Volcanicus. And then hopefully after that I'll be able to get some of the add-ons and review them and see how they look. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video on my slip. Ciao.